Okay, so real quick, let's run down some of these. Patriots and Steelers, who you got?
This is actually a tougher decision than I expected it to be coming into week 2. I think I'm going to go with the Steelers. Because what we saw from the Patriots in week 1 against the Dolphins, even though the Dolphins have a good defense, Patriots offense looked about how we expected it to look, which was absolute garbage. There's no direction in the offense. They're throwing out, a defensive guy and a special teams guy to call the offense. It was how we expected it to look. And the Steelers have a good defense. They have a bunch of playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. So while I don't think the defense obviously will be as good without TJ Watt in the fold, I do expect the defense to be able to carry the offense for the Steelers in this game and get them a W.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Steelers defense and the home field advantage gives them the upper leg, so I'm taking the Steelers as well. All right, Panthers at Giants.
Another one a little tougher to call than I expected it to be in week 2. I think I'm going to go with the Giants. And the only reason I'm going with the Giants is purely for coaching. Like Matt Rule, I said it when I meant it. He's the worst coach in the NFL, and he's going to get out coached by Dabo here.
Yeah, I agree with that. And a lot of things cancel out here, and the Panthers are on the road in New York. So I'm going to take the Giants as well. All right, Jets at the Browns.
This one seems a lot easier than the last two. I'm going with the Browns on this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Browns at home too. All right, Commanders at the Lions. Going with your boy Wentz.
Yeah, this is an interesting game, real interesting game. The Lions just put up 35. Carson had to come from behind win. I'm going with the Lions.
Okay.
Is
that emotional? Is that there's no way I'm taking Wentz kind of thing?
That's what it feels like. I can't.
Honest.
Yeah. At least I'm honest, right? I can't get behind Wentz here, and I kind of like the Lions, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Lions here.
Well, I am going to take Wentz and the Commanders, but full disclosure, Wentz can do an about face at any time and throw 4 interceptions, and the Lions could blow the Commanders out. So there's no confidence in that whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, the Commanders were dominating the Jags, and then Carson Wentz throws 2 interceptions. Next thing you know, Jags look like they're about to win the game.
Right. Carson doing what Carson does. It's killing me. I saw so many Colts fans saying that Irsay screwed up because he let Carson go. They're the same people that thought we shouldn't get rid of Jacoby Brissett. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. So next up is Seahawks at the Niners. This should be easier than it is, but after what happened in Chicago, I'm not really sure.
So for me, I am sure about the 49ers in this one because it's not every day you're going to run into the kind of weather conditions that happened in Chicago. And even though Elijah Mitchell, right before we started recording this, it came out Elijah Mitchell is going to miss at least 2 months with an MCL sprain. So he's not going to be there. But either way, I just don't think the Seahawks have the talent to compete with the 49ers.
Yeah, and as we're recording this, we haven't seen the Broncos and Seahawks yet, but I have no faith in what's coming out of Seattle this year. I think it's either a complete reset year or it's finally get rid of Pete Carroll year. Some people have an opinion that he's a Hall of Fame coach and he'll never get fired. I've seen a lot less get fired, but I just don't have any confidence. And I think the 49ers, good point about the weather, and they're in San Francisco, and I think the 49ers kind of get it together and they take the dub on this one. All right, next up is Falcons at Rams. Pretty easy.
Yeah, we're going with the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams too. Yeah, we are going with the Rams. Good point. All right, Texans at Broncos.
I think Texans will put up a fight. I said it a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about the Colts and Texans game. I think the Texans will be able to put up a fight in a lot of games, but overall, the Broncos should win this game.
Yeah, I think so too. And as we're recording this, we haven't seen the Broncos play yet, so we're a little bit of a disadvantage. The Texans always, I don't want to say always, but it's an interdivision game. They brought it. The only thing that really, I still think the Texans are terrible, but I think they did play their ass off, and I think tying the Colts gives them hope, and that's momentum. Lovie Smith he's a veteran, and hopefully he knows how to play on that, and they may bring some emotion into Denver and give them all they can handle, but I'm going to go with the home team overall and go with the Broncos.
Yeah, and luckily the Texans, they have at least some bright spots. You know, you have Davis Mills, Brandon Cooks is still there. Damian Pierce, rookie running back, looked pretty good in the limited bit that we saw him on Sunday. And then on the defensive side, Derek Stingley looked the part. He made a great play to stop a touchdown in the second or third quarter. It looked like Michael Pittman was about to have an easy touchdown, and Derek Stingley came and broke it up. So they have some pieces, but it's going to be tough sledding.
Okay, the oldest rivalry in football, is that right?
That's right.
Yeah, the Bears at the Packers. You know, the Bears got an upset win I didn't expect to happen. The Packers got a beat down by interdivision rivals, the Vikings. You know that hurts. Can the Packers lick their wounds, figure out what happened, remotivate, and bring that emotion into the game and against the Bears? I mean, it's already a highly emotional game. It always is. Can the Packers pull this one out?
You know, I think even if Alan Lazard isn't able to be there, which that's something to look at as the week goes on, or is Alan Lazard going to be able to come back and be a part of that offense? Because they're going to need him. The way that offense looked, they're definitely going to need him. But I just don't think, even if Alan Lazard's not there, I think the Packers can handle the Bears. You know, I was coming into the season, I thought this would be the matchup where the all-time record, the Bears actually have a better all-time record than the Packers. The Packers have like 2 less wins, I think, now after week 1 than the Bears. They were supposed to overtake the Bears in week 2 this year. They're going to have to wait a little while, but I do think the Packers win this one.
Yeah, okay. We agree on that.